Okay, so beginning a rural drive now. Got the throwing arrows to the middle of the carriageway, my side. Long hazard light lines down the centre, and lay-by to the left side, which is currently clear. Pedestrian on the left side on a cycle. He's on the path well out of the way. Another lay-by in junction to the right-hand side, that was clear. Lay-by is also clear. Got mandatory 40 here, updating my mirrors. So tucking the car towards the left side now for the best view through the bend. Nice sweeping bend, still going away in the distance. Got lights on the ones in front. Just turning a little bit less light. Got vulnerable use there on the right-hand side. Looking down there towards the inside, I've got a roundabout coming up. Got a junction on the left side there, so towards the centre lane now, away from the left. The best view I can. Got brake lights set down at the roundabout, braking in front. Got chevrons to the centre now. Speed's coming off. Looking for my gap on the roundabout. Got traffic looking through the roundabout, still flowing this way, so the road is nice and clear on the opposite side. Got scarring here to the carriageway. Just nice and gently through the roundabout, keeping the car nicely balanced. Just straighten that out, just check my left shoulder for that. Put a bit of a signal on there for the other drivers. Straighten that out a little bit. There's some tyre marks there. I'm looking down over the roundabout now, see what I can see. Got brake lights in front, just reducing my speed slightly. Happy to continue. So I have the whole roundabout I can use. I'm just going to take a slightly central position. Signal there wouldn't have benefited anyone. Two-way traffic now in the clearway ends, updating the mirrors, nice and clear behind. The traffic going away in the distance, one in front. Hazard lines have now shortened. Just keeping towards the right side here so I can get a view down the road. I've got brake lights in the middle of the carriageway there, vehicle turning right. Back to the middle position now. And a little look further to the right-hand side. Got a vehicle looking to come across the path. He's now going. Got one merging from the right side through this staggered crossroads here. So bringing the drive back on now, because I can see it's clear both left and right, so I'm happy to continue. Some tyre marks there on the carriageway. Just keeping towards the right side slightly, as I can see down the carriageway. Got vehicles coming towards me, so the lane is flowing in the right side. Got a soft verge to the left, updating the mirrors again. Got one joining very far in the distance. Got a parked vehicle there in the hedge. Maintaining the braking distance from that vehicle in front. The speed limit here is 60 and I am doing exactly 60. Coming towards the right side now for a good view through the bend. Update my mirrors before I've done that. Hovering towards the centre line now, just coming a little bit further. The best view I can down at the new bend. Updating the mirrors again, still clear behind. Got a warning there for wild animals. Tree tops are cut high, so expect large vehicles to be using this road. A lay-by there to the left, which is currently clear. So gaining on the one in front of me now, so I'm bringing the drive off. Looking through now, still staying to the right-hand side up towards the chevrons. Got throwing arrows my side, updating the mirrors again. Got one in front in the centre turning right. One threatening on the right side. His brake lights are on, I can see his brake lights on, so his foot is on the brake. So I have to continue. So throwing arrows opposite side now and changes to long hazard white lines. Updating the mirrors. Junction to the left is clear. I had to look through the hedgeway as we approached it. Heavy traffic now in the opposite lane. Still got shortened lines down the centre. Looking down through the hills in front now. Still going away in the distance. Back on the drive slightly now, maintaining the 60. One joining behind in the distance. There's some warning signs here now, so I'm off the drive. Got warning for pedestrians in the carriageway, the speed enforcement area. Got speed reduction now to 50. So got some natural uphill braking here now, so my speed is now coming down through 50 and it's exactly 50. So updating the mirrors, got various houses to the right and left here, so we're looking for vehicles to enter or exit around these particular properties. Updating the mirrors again, got one behind in the distance. Coming towards the right side slightly now for a bit of an update on the mirrors. Before I do so, we've got a warning for a finger post junction to the right. So coming back towards the central position now, you can see quite clearly down through the centre there. There's a vehicle going away in the distance. But another warning for wild animals. Got a vulnerable user on the right, one holding on the right side of the junction. So changes to national now. Got a warning for speed enforcement. Throwing arrows opposite side. Got a finger post junction on the right side there as well. So stay towards the centre line now, away from that finger post junction. Just tuck it back towards the left side slightly. The driver's still on. We've got a little warning sign now. So the driver's coming off for a second. Warning for pedestrians crossing. I'm scanning left, right, left. I can't see nothing there at all. Looking through this crossroads here, so it's quite a bad crossroads. Been a fatality here recently. Looking down through the centre, there's some tyre marks in the central reservation part there. One looking threatened to come across the path, so my driver's still off. Got tyre marks in the middle there as well. Solid white line system on my side. So back on the drive now. Got a vulnerable user opposite. Traffic coming in the other lane. Throwing arrows opposite as well. Just moving towards the centre line now for a better view. Updated the mirrors before I'd done that. Another speed reduction coming up. Speed of 40. So I'm off the drive now, the speed is slowly coming down. Updating the mirrors, got one behind joining now. I'm 40 exactly. So there's a lay-by there to the left which is currently clear. There's some sort of garage forecourt on the right side. Updating the mirrors, one close behind. And the speed enforcement area. The vehicle in front has gone away around the bend, as far as I can see. And the hazard lines in the centre are now changing to long white lines, indicating a hazard. There's some tyre marks here as well. Looking through, just coming towards the left side now, look through. Got pedestrians in the carriageway, 3 pedestrians on cycles crossing. They've cleared the carriageway now, so updating the mirrors again. Just checking to the right, left, right across this crossroads. Happy with that. Continuing. Throwing arrows opposite side. Still got long hazard white lines to the centre here. Still got one behind, he's pulled back a little bit now. So looking through to the bend, my limit point now is at 12 o'clock, just beyond the P signs coming up. So at the moment that's currently close to me, I can't see beyond that. Got various entrances and exits on the left hand side there for residents. Through now to 12 o'clock up to the church. Limit point stops there currently, it's now opening again. We've got some sort of lay-by outside the church. Come towards the right side now to get a better view through the bend. Junction to the left is clear. The trees are obviously cut high topped, so we assume large vehicles are using this road continuously. Another junction there hidden in the left side. So got a warning there for a crossroads. Unfortunately, the speed changes before that crossroads, we've better changed after it. Slowing carriageways, keeping the drive off for a couple of seconds here. Make sure I update across the fields. I can see both sides and it is clear, so I'm happy to add some drive now. So I was updating the mirrors before I came through that crossroads. I could see across the fields quite clearly. I couldn't see any road users at all. Looking down through the bend, the red car's going away in the distance. I've got some traffic behind me, so I can't straighten the bend too much. Coming towards the right side, keeping the car nicely balanced. Updating the mirrors again for that junction on the right. Some properties here on the left. Looking through the bend now, taking a nice central position out towards the white line. Junction to the left there with tyre marks, so nothing's gone wrong there in the past. Just tugging it back towards the left side now for a best view. Looking through, as far as I can see, they've got sort of slight brow of a hill here. But traffic coming towards. We've got throwing arrows my side, long hazard white lines. 50 mandatory here in an enforcement area. Just taking the drive off now, so I can see there's a junction here on the left, so I can just see through that junction first for adding more drive. Happy at the moment to continue. Some behind. Junction to the left remains clear, so back on the drive. A bus stop there. Both sides are both empty. Got a junction to the left side now, some tyre marks there, so something's gone wrong there in the past as well. Got a warning for cyclists. We have got cyclists on the right side of the carriageway, but they're beyond the carriageway, behind the hedge. So back on the drive. Warning now, finger post junction to the right and for cattle. So livestock warning. So updating the mirrors. Happy with that junction on the right, it was clear. So adding a bit of drive now. So I'm gaining on the one in front, looking for my 2 seconds. It is dry today. So looking for my 2 second gap. We'll take a marker on that at the next post. So I'm catching him now, so I'm off the drive. I've got natural uphill braking. My speed is falling off rapidly anyway. Just got long hazard white lines to the centre. I've got a roundabout coming up, so I'm updating the mirrors again. Still got one behind in the distance. Drive's coming off now. Gentle brake. Got a warning for cyclists. So just updating the mirrors will start to slow. Make sure they're stopping behind. They've seen the hazard. So I'm happy to continue across the roundabout. I'll put a signal on that one behind just so he knows what I'm doing. Got speed here of 30. So it's a residential area now. There's nothing behind me at all. So I've gone from long hazard now to short. So updating the mirrors again. Got a warning now for a school children. There should be no schools in use today. Got a further reduction now of 20. So I'm off the drive now, completely gentle, slowing the car down to the 20. Got various junctions here to the right and to the left. No warning for a roundabout. The junction on the right side is clear. I'm now doing 20. Looking through the roundabout, all the junctions appear clear. Got a warning there for footpath to the right and to the left. Got a pedestrian there just clearing the carriageway in front. Got pedestrians to the right side on the path. This pedestrian on the right side here is talking to someone on the other side. Updating the mirrors again for the zebra. Keep on this pedestrian on the right side. I should be across the zebra crossing before they get there. Another junction to the left. So I'm still happy to continue. Got a pedestrian walking across the carriageway in front now. So I'm only doing 20 miles an hour currently. Got the pedestrian around this corner, who's just left the carriageway as well. So updating the mirrors again. Keep an eye on her across this crossing here. Quite narrow there. Pedestrian loitering around there on his phone. Got a van approaching from the left side. Just creeping it through, checking these junctions the whole time. Updating the mirrors, still way behind. So still 20 currently. I've seen no changes in speed. Got a slowing carriageway. Warning for a crossroads, warning for a school. Updating the mirrors, clear behind. Checking to the right, left, right across that crossroads. We've got a speed change coming up. So there's long hazard white lines to the centre. I'm just going to straighten that out a little bit. So the speed now is 30. Got a warning for a junction to the right side. It's going to come towards the left now to have a look through this bend. So there's not much progress here anyway. The speed is only 30. Entrance to the left side's clear, and the junction on the right is clear. Got some scarring here to the carriageway. So we're leaving now the residence area, rural. I'm going to change to a 60 rural. So updating the mirrors now, back on the drive. Still got slow in the carriageway. You notice every time they put a national limit in, there's always warnings after that national. We've got a warning there for horses. Horse and rider. Long hazard white lines to the centre. Chasing this limit point now, back on the drive. A sharp deviation to the left now, so I'm off the drive. Back on the drive out of the corner. Just take the central position here now, there's nothing around me at all. Slight hill, which is opening quite quickly. Various marks there on the carriageway. A warning sign hidden in the hedge there for a junction to the left side, slowing carriageway. So I'm off the drive, bringing a gentle braking in, keep the car nicely balanced. Scarring here to the surface. Still off the drive. Finish with the progressive braking. Various marks there on the carriageway, scarring. Back on the drive. I've got one merging there on the right, so I was holding the drive back for a second. I'm back on the drive. A lot of scarring here on the carriageway. Tree tops are cut high-sided. Coming towards the centre now, looking through the new bend. Back on the drive now, so I have to continue. A warning there for a double bend. Making some progress here where I can. I'm off my drive now completely. I had a little bit of gentle braking. I've set my speed for this corner, so I'm happy with the speed now. So I'll set the steering, just hold the wheel. I'll just come towards the centre now for a better view down this road. I'll come back towards the left side now so I can see up the road. So I'm happy with continue currently. Our limit point now being lost at 12 o'clock, so I'm off the drive now completely. Car's settling down, reducing speed. So I'm back on the drive now, I can see a little bit more, and off again now for the limit point. As you can probably hear, it's a very rough surface here. So the limit point is moving really quick on this piece of road. I'll come towards the right side here again now for a better view. Happy with that. Off the drive there completely. I thought I saw something moving through that hedge. I'll chase this limit point for a bit now. I'm swapping sides, so I'm just going to stick towards the centre line, tuck back in. Still out towards the centre line though. I'm back on my drive. Got warning there for a junction to the left side, so I'm updating the mirrors again. Got warning here for various tourist entrance and exits. So I'm just going to make a U-turn in this junction. Checking my right shoulder as I do my U-turn. So I'm going backwards down the same piece of road now, so I'm back on the drive. Again, I'm off for this limit point. The tree in front, my 12 o'clock is my limit point currently. That's moving away already. So I'm back on the drive, happy to continue. Quite heavy coming around that corner now, tractor. Back on the drive, so out towards the centre line slightly, tugging back towards the left side, coming through some gentle slowing down here as well. So back on the drive, updating the mirrors, there's absolutely nothing behind. We're still reducing further, and the limit point is running away very quick. Updating the mirrors. Happy with the speed for this corner. I've set the speed, I've set my steering. Neither of them are being adjusted. Just maintaining that continuous speed around them corners. So I'm off again here. So letting the car naturally slow, and I'm back on the drive, taking that central position. I'm happy with that position. Tuck it back towards the left, so scarring on the left side there. The reason I've come back to the left is so I can see further up the road. I'll straight line this slightly here. completely off the drive now at the moment. Got some natural uphill braking. The points are moving away very quickly. A warning there for a bend, so all 3 mirrors and it is clear behind. And there is a warning there to reduce the speed. Maybe there's been a problem here previously. So I'm happy with that. I'll straight line that. There's nothing behind me. A sloping carriageway here. There's a place for tourists here. This is Blicking Hall. Still got the drive coming off at this point. I'm looking up the hill now on my new road. It's completely clear currently. So we can take a central position for that uphill. I'm tucking back towards the left side. Got a pedestrian there. She's got dogs and they're both on leads. So updating the mirrors. Clear behind. Long hazard white lines to the centre still. We start to see houses appearing in the distance now, so we assume there'll be a speed change shortly. We've got a sharp deviation round to the right. It's coming off the drive, aggressive braking. I'm happy with that speed, so I'm going to continue that speed through the bend. Now I'm back on my drive. I was also happy with them junctions, both of them were clear. So I've got the long hazard white lines to the centre. Back on the drive. Looking through the bend now, as far as I can see, coming back towards the left side for my best view. It's a right-handed bend. Look, the point is moving away very, very quickly on this piece of road. You can't chase it. There's our speed reduction with the houses. I'm doing exactly 30 now. Slowing carriageway. Well, warning there, wooden signs there for the footpath as well. Holding that bird there. Got a further speed reduction now down to 20. So drive's out. Warning for school, a slowing carriageway, got lots of scarring to the left side. Checking through the junctions to the left and to the right, so I'm happy with them. I come slightly right now, just to make sure it's clear through this new piece of road. It's going to narrow down a fair bit here, so my central position is okay currently. Got a warning now and hidden in the trees there for a crossroads. I'm updating the mirrors. Looking in the reflection now of the windows in the shops opposite or the house, looking for any vehicles moving. This time I can use reflections. There is currently a giveaway to oncoming vehicles. Thank the driver. Thank that driver as well. Right shoulder as I move away, update the mirrors. I'm going to creep it through here. There's various crossings here, and the pub. A lot of people from the pub are outside. There's some right on the corner of the carriageway there. Maybe we're on the path though. Just across this crossing, the junction to the left. Happy to shorten that curve a little bit. Junction on the left, I had a car coming up through it. A pedestrian crossing in front. We're back to R20, updating the mirrors. Checking to the right. Pedestrian on the left side. So looking up in the distance now, you can see the mini roundabout. Got a junction on the right side which is clear. Got some drain covers there. I was just trying to avoid that, keep the car nicely balanced at all times. Got pedestrians on the left side. Got a lay-by on the left. Pedestrians on the left side are currently crossing the carriageway. Junction to the left and second junction on the left are both clear. Going across the mini roundabout now. Happy to continue. Just got another warning here for thinking of speed. There's obviously something's happened here in the past. Junction to the left is clear. There's been a fatality here previously. Lots of warnings from the local authority. So just updating the mirrors again. Nothing behind currently. We're into 30 now. Just scanning the mirrors as we change speed. Looking through these junctions and entering around on the left side to the right. He's in a lay-by. Let's shorten hazard lines to the centre. So I'm going to go ahead at the roundabout. So I was updating the mirrors. I have the whole roundabout. There's nothing behind me, nothing coming across the hedge on the right side either. I'm going to take a nice central position through this roundabout. Just checking to the left side there. Just going to pop a signal on for that car. Just check my left shoulder. He's maintained a good distance from me. I'm into a national now, so the drive's coming on now. Got long hazard white lines to the centre. I've got a shopping complex or a restaurant on the left side. So I'm updating the mirrors. Down the hill now, the vehicle in front is going away, so I'm getting information from him the whole time. Updating the mirrors. Moving towards the centre slightly now, so I get a view down through the inside. There's some warning signs there, so the driver's out now. A warning for a junction to the left, a warning for livestock. So the driver's still off. I've got a speed reduction. The speed is naturally falling away from the engine. Speed now 50, and I'm already doing 50 now, so I'm matching the one in front. A warning there for cyclists hidden in the hedge, road bending to the right. Come towards the centre line for this corner, just try and straighten that a little bit for myself. Update the mirrors continuously throughout. Got a junction there on the right side. Traffic island there towards the middle with chevrons. Coming towards the centre now to have a look. As far as I can see up ahead, the more information I can gain, the more safer it's going to be. I'm throwing arrows opposite side, long hazard white lines to the centre. Still staying out towards the right side currently. Got a staggered crossroads now, so the driver's off. So looking through to the right side. I can just about see through the hedge, so I'm happy with that. I'm looking across to the left side now. I'm happy with that. Looking through this bend now, so I'm going to straighten that slightly. Tucking back. Coming back over towards the left side for a better view down the new piece of carriageway. Updating the mirrors continuously. I've got a warning sign there for a crossroads. The driver's coming off. I'm just going to put my brakes on very gently just to show the hazard behind, to the vehicle behind. Shooting across the field to the right and to the left. Both sides appear clear with no approaching vehicles. Further speed reduction now, junction to the right side. Speed now is 40. I am now currently set to 40. The junction on the right side is clear, so I'm happy to continue through that. Got a lay-by here on the left where the church was. I can see the church spire. So, just checking through that lay-by, it's completely clear currently. Got a finger post junction to the right. Vehicle's joining behind. The speed here is 40. Coming towards the left side, looking down through the new piece of road. I'm happy with that. The traffic is flowing towards me still. So the vehicle in front is still going away in the distance. Got one behind. There's some drain covers here and stuff as well. So I've got a warning now for the crossroads. I'm updating all three mirrors. Driver's coming off. Always prepared to stop. Always prepared to go. So I'm happy with the right side, happy with the left. So I'm just holding towards the centre line. Back on the drive now, up to the 40. Still got vehicles behind. Coming over towards the right side now. Having a look through the new piece of road. Got a warning now for wild animals. Tucking back towards the left. Got some scarring here and tyre marks on the carriageway. So the garage on the left side there is shut, so that's clear. So the speed is currently 40. Got National coming up, so I'm updating the mirrors. Got traffic behind. Like 4 or 5 cars behind. So I'm putting the driver on as I come through the 60. Various scarring here to the carriageway, still updating the mirrors, one behind. He's in the distance, so no problem if I have to stop suddenly. Coming towards the left side, now tucking it back towards the right, looking through the junction. Got a warning there for a crossroad, so I'm updating my mirrors. I'm off the drive, just make sure it's settled on the right and the left. Can't see anyone approaching current, so happy to continue. So back on the drive now, make some progress. There for pedestrians. I'm off the drive, just having a quick look so I can see the pedestrians. I can't see anyone at all, so I'm continuing. Got one here for a junction to the right side, so keep it towards the left. Take back to my central position. Got a speed reduction here now, down to 50. Speed enforcement area as well. Got a junction to the left side with slowing carriageway. There is scarring there to the carriageway as well. Got warning there for pedestrians in the carriageway, and the speed is 50. Vehicle in front is still going away in the distance. Looking down as far as I can see now, my 12 o'clock, I can see the road is currently clear with traffic flowing from the opposite lane. So back on the drive for the 50. Got various houses here to the right and left. National coming up as well. So I'm back on the drive now, nice and clear. Got a speed enforcement camera there, warning as well. Information. So updating the mirrors, still nice and clear behind, still going away in the distance. There's vehicles on the right side there which are parked. Looking through this hazard here, junction to the left. So I'm happy with that, it's completely clear on the left side. So again on the vehicle in front here, the speed here is 60, he's doing about 50 miles an hour. I've got my 2 seconds from him at the moment. Left side now for a better view. So I'll speed match him in front. See a warning sign there in the distance. So updating the mirrors. Some behind, very far away though. Looking down through the centre here of this road. Traffic is flowing, one's joining right up ahead in the distance. Still got a vehicle there parked on the right hand side. A warning there for a staggered crossroads. Update the mirrors. So I'm off the drive now. Just keep an eye on this one threatening on the left. He's way back from the holding lines. She's looking this way, so I'm happy with that. I'm back on the drive now. Brake lights are the ones in front now, for the roundabout that's coming up. Could be the extremely slow moving vehicle in front as well. Got various tyre marks there to the carriageway. So just updating the mirrors, got one quite close behind that, there's the white one that's holding at the junction. So speed is coming off. The one in front is going extremely slow. It could be an elderly driver. Clearish tyre marks there, and the curb has been damaged to the roundabout as well. Let's just join the dual carriageway for a quick loop round. So back on the drive now, building up speed and acceleration lane. Check my right shoulder there. Past this car as well. So I'm up to my 70 now, so I'm happy with that. Just return back to the left lane. Through the marker, I've got a signal. I'm going all the way around the roundabout and back the other side. I've got heavy going down the other side now, so I'll take that into account as I go round. It'll be an overtake. Happy to continue. I'm going to cross the roundabout down the other lanes, make sure it's all clear. The more information I can gain, the safer it's going to be. Keep the car nicely balanced around the corners. I'm going to straighten this out. There's nothing beside me, so happy to straighten that out. So I'm back on my drive. There's nothing around, so I'm just going to straighten this corner out. Nice simple position, the car nice and balanced. And the heavy is turning the same place as I would be going. So with the 300 marker, pop a signal off the vehicles in front so I know what I'm doing. My drive's coming off now, so I have to try and speed match the ones in front. For this particular bend, you can set the steering, hold it in place. The speed is still coming off. Heavy's going to turn right, the one in front's going left, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to cross to the right side now, across the bridge. Looking for my space. I'm happy to continue. Two-way traffic and clearway ends. Warning there for low-flying aircraft. The speed here is 60, but this driver's doing around 40 miles an hour. Got long hazard white lines to the centre, just maintaining the distance from this one in front. I would do an overtake, but I've got a speed change coming up. We've got the houses approaching on the right-hand side. Speed change of 40, it's updating the mirrors. So updating the mirrors as we come to a stop and during slow.